So Kyrie Irving came out and said he never felt Steve Nash as a coach. He felt there were people that were better suited and should have gotten the opportunity. What I think about, I knew. I remember when they brought him and Kevin Durant and James Harden, and Kyrie wasn't feeling the choice. Well, why would he? I mean, he's a point guard, and in his mind, he did what Nash couldn't do. Now, granted, he had LeBron and James on his team, but Kyrie Irving hit one of the arguably the greatest shots in the NBA Finals history in Game 7 with that shot over Steph Curry. And he went to multiple finals, and he was a legit player. So he can look at it and say, hey, how was he supposed to tell me? Because the argument is Nash was a very talented player. But let's make a case that the D'Antoni system enabled him to a certain extent. Kyrie's handles were legit. It's just a matter of discipline, having the right squad around him. But there was no question about his talent. And he did help lead Dallas to the finals with Luka Doncic just a year ago. So it's not like Kyrie was some turkey who just miraculously got really good to very good to great like year 12 in his career. That's kind of like the Steve Nash thing, because his late greatness is some of the strangest things that is still questionable, because I didn't look at him as a top tier guard. Those two MVPs put him in a class, but people still look at those with asterisks. And people will tell you that he got Shaq's MVP, he got Kobe's MVP, he might have Dwayne Wade's MVP. Depending on who you thought was the best player in the league. Definitely Shaq should have been a co-MVP the 04-05 year. Kobe could have made a case. Dirk could have made a case. They gave it to him. And while Phoenix was fun to watch, exciting, he never got to a finals. So, But yeah, I'm not surprised that Kyrie came with the diss track that he wasn't feeling him. Because the Nash thing was still like a puzzle to me. It's still one of those things where I just kind of shrug shoulders. So I never quite got the hype and the hoopla with him either. Not like that, I'm not taking anything about, he did get his MVPs, they come. I still feel asterisk. I was always one of those kind of people that I just wasn't looking at him like I did Gary Payton, Jason Kidd, at that time with those guys. Did I even think he was John Stockton? I didn't think he was in that caliber with those guys. I didn't think he was, to be honest with you, I don't know if he was that better than Tony Parker, if I'm honest. I don't know. Something about him winning kind of, was one of the most suspect league MVPs I ever saw. Just saying. But he didn't catch, he caught it from the people in the streets, not like what